99 problems, but a mortgage ain't one. Yes, sometimes I'm at Walmart too, ladies and gentlemen. Very rarely. But here I am today. Hey all you awesome people. I am going to do a quick video response to a viewer who... his name is Don Dupuis, or I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, but Don. And he's riding looks like he's riding a Harley in his picture. Seems like a decent guy, and he left a good comment, but like so many other people on YouTube, they have not gone into their settings and enabled replies. So I could not reply to his comment. And you know what I've noticed is the people that I really, really want to reply to are always the ones I can't reply to. And it drives me insane. But I'm just going to make a quick video out of this because I wanted to get it off my chest. Not so much a rant, just more of a correction to what he's claiming. On my video just recently about people that squat in their RVs on city streets for more than a couple of days and they end up causing trouble for everyone else because they don't move, he commented, "When no one was sharing this information, we never had problems back in the day. But with all these tubers advertising this lifestyle, it not only creates the public awareness, but increases the chance that bylaws will be created and then enforced. The biggest problem is it attracts persons who get evicted from everywhere they have lived. So do you think they're going to change when they're living in a van or whatever? No. Moving every day is fine if you're the only one, but take say 5 or 6 in the same area, even when one moves, there is still a few there. The law sees that, and so do others in the area, and that's what they will put bylaw signs up. But keep on putting up YouTube where to stay, and they find you. Not saying you do, but when you scan an area where you've been saying, I recognize some of the areas in North Vancouver, and I'm sure others do too. Just saying." Okay, Don. First of all, I'm going to correct a few things here. First of all, you're generalizing by saying that most of these people living in their vehicles are evicted and not doing it by choice. There's a lot of people doing it by choice like me. There are a few, of course, just like there are people on welfare living in apartments. There's a few of those types in their vans and RVs too, but it is certainly not some sort of majority. This is just bad home ownership. It's irresponsible home ownership in a way for this kind of home. You should just get in the habit of moving around. Even I didn't know this when I started doing it, and I did it by choice. It had nothing to do with finances. And I would park in a place for a week at a time, and then they'd start coming down on me, and I'd get notices on my windshield. I learned over time, geez, that's not the way you got to play the game. So that's why I go on YouTube telling people, hey, smarten up. You know, it's good for all of us if we all play by the rules. Secondly, you're talking about sharing all this information online. Listen. My channel is nothing. What are we talking, 15,000 subscribers? From all around the world? That's nothing. I'm not bringing publicity and all this stuff. Are you kidding? It's such a small amount of people. Now, out of that 15,000, maybe 0.001% even know where North Vancouver is and where those areas are. Very, very few. And out of all the people that might know, 3 or 4, do you think any of them even live in their vans and are suddenly going to take parking there? No, of course not. Are you living in your van? Because you know where North Vancouver is. You know the areas that I've shown on my videos. So are you one of the ones in your van? I can tell you for a fact that in most places you park, there's 10 or 15 RVers. Most of them do not have a YouTube account or not on YouTube. Some of them don't even have internet connections. In fact, most don't have internet connections. All right? So I'm not causing this to become a problem. I can guarantee you that much. Furthermore, I've been doing this for a decade and a half now. And in all of Metro Vancouver, including North Vancouver, which is part of Metro Vancouver, it is not worse now. It is much easier overall to park than it was 15 years ago. They used to come down hard. They had city bylaw officers. I'm not talking about, what we're talking about in the videos is they're going to put up signs, parking restrictions, not bylaws. Talking about parking rules like time limits, like 2, 3, or 4 hour parking during the day, or no overnight parking, things like that. That's what's likely to happen. And that's what usually happens when people overstay their welcome and too often. And they just put up signs to get rid of the problem once and for all. And that's why a lot of Walmarts, for example, don't allow RV parking anymore, because too many people are ignorant, assholes who, you know, put their vehicle there, their RV up on jacks, roll out the awning, have barbecues outside. Like, come on! What kind of an idiot does that? But they do, and then Walmart cracks down. It's no different when you're on a city street. You can't act like that. My channel is nothing. I am not causing an influx of new people to come there. Nobody there has ever heard of me until I go and introduce myself to them. So you've got that completely wrong. If you think just because there's a few thousand people watching me on YouTube, I mean, we're talking about a website with millions, if not billions of accounts. It's irrelevant, completely irrelevant. Even if I had 1 million subscribers, I would still have no effect on something like that. So I think that's a little bit tinfoil hatty to believe that. Second of all, it's not going to change any bylaws or anything. It's not going to make things worse, I don't think, because it is better now than it used to be. Vancouver especially used to be notoriously bad. They would chase van dwellers out all over the place, and they wouldn't ticket or tow, but they'd leave notices and get nasty with people and try to convince them to leave the city. I have not heard of that happening now for over a decade. I'm sure I mean, they do go after people with parking restrictions, but they don't go after the living in your RV aspect of it anymore. So yes, it's better than it used to be. No, I don't have an effect on it. And no, most people don't know the areas they see on my videos. Even if a few of you do, the exception is not the rule. All right, keep on rocking the free world.
Keep on rocking the free world.
Pick up your Keep on Rockin' in the Free World sticker now, or choose from some of the others over on my site at justincredible.net.
Keep on